shoulder. Got the ladies down. Alrighty. So I have got a special little shoulder mobility class today, workshop, something that you can keep on this page as well. If you're on, please let me know in the comments. You can see and hear me okay. Drop me a wee thumbs up, a wee clap, just to let me know you can hear me alright, okay? So I thought, well, it's Saturday, I'm going to come on for a few minutes and do some shoulder mobility work. I think the thing is with shoulder mobility work is that it's so crucial now. We're sitting about a lot more, we're curved over, and you get these syndromes where the front and the chest goes tight and strong, but yet your back becomes weak and long. It's a syndrome, it's like that, because you're constantly on your phone or you're down. So what we've got to do is try and retract and correct it, and that means that we've got to bring the shoulder blades back and down. We've got to be really aware of that, but sometimes we're not aware. Hello, shoulder mobility work, it's if you're ready. Even if you want to just take your trainers off or that. I'm going to be standing up most of the time. The equipment that I'm going to use today is a TheraBand, but you can just use your hands, you don't need to use any equipment. I'm just showing you different things. Pilates balls, these are 1.5 kilos, but they're really good for gripping, much better than a dumbbell. In fact, when you're doing exercise like that, my body work, so they're absolutely brilliant. Really like them. Got a couple of sizes, so we're going to be kicking off just shortly. Just just feeling like you just want to release your shoulders a wee bit. It's just like the shoulder girdle's not like a place that we concentrate more on, but we're using it constantly on the phone, using it constantly on your computer, always hunched over things. So we get a lot of tightness across the chest and the back of the shoulders. And the thing is, something that might be stopping you from getting further on with your exercises is that nothing to do with your strength, it's just that the tightness there is just crazy. So you have to foam rolling. These are admin jobs that really do make the difference, and I've found that out so much over the past few years, especially because I've got my fitness goal at the minute, which is my pull-up. And so my whole shoulder girdle needs to be able to be nice and strong. So I'll probably be a wee bit selfish here as well, because I'm trying to loosen up my shoulders. But I think you'll benefit out of it as well. All right, so I'm looking forward to getting started. I've got a nice wee mindfulness track for us today, and I'm just letting you see if anybody wants to come on and do it. You can always catch it in the replay, just hashtag replay, let me know. Or just let me know if I sound okay and you can hear me all right. Okay, so you ready to get started? I am. Right, here we go. So, nice feet alignment, okay? So feet are just underneath the hips, and your knees are nice and soft, okay? Hips are nice and level, shoulders are level as well, okay? So what we're just going to do is we're just going to take a big breath in. We roll, and then we're going to exhale. And then a big inhale. And a little exhale. We'll do 2 more of these. Okay, so inhale. And then exhale. Big inhale. Nothing fussy with the breathing, but just inhale and exhale. Excellent. Now we're going to just roll these shoulders just one at a time, because that's maybe all that you can do. You might have so much tightness that it's basically just one shoulder at a time. A couple more. Yeah. And then we'll go to the other side. So just roll and Remembering your breathing. Roll that left shoulder back. Just really focusing on that left shoulder blade that goes back. Then we go to the other side. Four more. 4, 3, and 1. Now, let's bring your shoulders forward. That's it. You can shrug them up ever so slightly. Good. Lifting up. So you're just working away in that shoulder girdle. And backwards. We're going to come forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back we go. Now, if I don't see your comments just now, I'll always go back in and look last time. And I'll answer them later on because I can't actually see from too far away from the screen. I've not got my glasses on. But I'll always get back to you, know that. Lovely. Take those big arms. You squat in. Just again focusing on those shoulders. Back in a position, the shoulder blades, drop those shoulder blades back and down. Okay, so chest is up. We're just going to do a wee shrug. So up, up. Focusing on one. You're trying to relax the shoulder at the same time. You do it at the same time, but just relax. Bring the shoulder up and down, up, down. Think about those shoulder blades dropping into the back pocket, okay? So I don't want you to squeeze backwards, I just want them to go up and down, up. So you might just get a slight connection, okay? But I don't want it to turn into tension. So if you're like that and that's relaxing for you, that's fine, okay? If you come like that and it's really tense, that's defeating the exercise, okay? We don't want the shoulder shrug to be. I want it just to be nice. Excellent. Just doing a few of these because you have got to repeat them. When I'm hanging doing my pull-up training, I've got to do about 50 of them, but I'm not obviously not going to do 50. Yeah. But it is, and then gradually the wee connections come. Let's take one more shoulder roll. Excellent. Lovely. All right, so first piece of equipment I'm going to bring up is this wee band, all right? Okay, so we're just going to, this is a TheraBand, you can get them all different. This is red ones, kind of, I think one up for the lightest. And you can get them everywhere, you know, but they really are very, very good. Now, we're going to use that in a sec, but just let me show you the exercise that we're going to be doing, right? Because this could just be this might just, you wouldn't be able to move this because your shoulders are that tight. Okay? So what I want you to be able to do is to bring the arm up. Okay, you're going to come up and then you're going to go all the way around. Okay, okay, so we come up, 2 arms, and then you're going to go all the way around. Okay. Do a couple more, up, lovely. And then we're going to come forward, okay? So if this is all you can manage, that's fine, okay? Just try and relax it, feel the shoulder girdle working, that's what I want you. This isn't a test, you know, and it's not like a HIIT class, this is about you getting a bit more shoulder mobility. Right, so once, if you can manage that, okay, what we're going to do is we are going to use our TheraBand, right? But you can just stick with your arms as well. I'm not expecting you to have a TheraBand on. I'm just showing up here. You can always go and buy one and come back and revisit the video because it's always going to stay here anyway in this page. Okay, so you just put a wee bit of tension in it, up. You need to open it up, and then we're going to take, now I've got the mobility to take that back, because I'm constantly working on it, right? It might be nigh impossible, but it's something for you to practice, okay? So we've got retraction. The shoulder blades going, you know me, you're going to get a bit of an education. And then we've got protraction, okay? So you're just bringing those shoulder blades back and round again. And then, so that's another wee exercise you could do. You need something, though I would say, you know, like towels and that, but you need something a wee bit stretching it ideally, because obviously your muscles and joints and cartilage, everything's moving at different dynamics, and a towel for me is just too tight. Right, so that's the bands. So I see, you can have a wee look at them, they're coming all different, green, black, you know, right up to the really tight ones, right? Now, the next exercise I'm going to show you that's really good for shoulder mobility is circling. Now, honestly, this can burn, especially if you've not done this, okay? So the arms go out, okay, and you just make small circles, okay? And I'm not going to do this for a minute, but if you're going to do this for about a minute, you will actually start to feel everything. It is an exercise that is an absolute killer, okay? Because of, okay, and then you're coming back there. Now, what you want to do is you're going to start off, so if you imagine a wee spiral, like a wee Catherine wheel, okay? So you're just going to start to move it, and then you start to make your circle, and I can feel this burning already, I haven't even got a weight yet. So, and you can make it bigger and bigger and bigger. So you just start to work and make the circle bigger and bigger, yeah? That's a nice big circle you're making, and you're really getting into the shoulder girdle. And then, come back the way. Okay, so you start with a big circle, just working away with the big circle, and you can listen and just tune into your own body. Okay, so you're just feeling it, and then you're basically making them a wee bit smaller and smaller and smaller. Okay, so you just make them a wee bit smaller, and then again you go back to the small circle. Okay, so maybe that was about a minute or something like that. Let's do that. Maybe just give myself a wee roll. I really feel the difference here, but honestly, see, for just getting the juices going, just getting the joints lubricated, getting everything moving again, can't beat it. So you can add resistance to it as well, obviously. Dumbbells, yeah, dumbbells, sweet tins, something like that. But honestly, you will absolutely feel the difference with just even doing it with your arms outstretched and lying your shoulder. But you can use something like this. It's called a Pilates ball, and it's filled with sand or something like that. So hands can grip into it, and it's like they're squidgy. You've obviously got weights. Now these ones are 1.5 kilos. You get them much heavier than that. If you've ever done a workout with these, wow. Remember the first time I done a class with these, wow, it was tough as anything. Because I'm just used to work with a barbell and things, but I really, really like them for working all sorts of different ways. Maybe one day I'll do a full class with them. But they're really, really excellent pieces of equipment. So you take the arms out, and again, you're just making a small circle, but now the difference is you've got like 1.5 kilos to work with. Yeah, and then you make the circles bigger and bigger. But honestly, the difference that they make to your shoulder girdle is just amazing. You're always keeping your chest up, thinking about your core as well. Keep your body aligned, and then again you start with a bigger circle and making it coming in, and then you just start to wind the circle back in until you're back into a smaller circle. You can see that it didn't last half as long as I did with nothing in. And there's just loads of different exercises you can do, but your hands got a nice natural grip on them. That's what I really like about them. So that's like the Pilates balls. So we've done the TheraBand, so everything can be done with your arms, everything done with the TheraBand, everything done with the Pilates balls, okay? So as I was mentioning at the first part of the workshop, okay, this short wee workshop is this syndrome that we get now with this, and everybody does it. I mean, you're just even aware that you're doing, I mean, really that would maybe probably be better than we just relax your shoulders, but who thinks about that? You know? So the good thing is to try and do some corrective exercises. And there are some that we can do standing, but there are also some we can do lying down. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to show you these ones now in this lying position. So you just come down onto your belly, okay, onto your belly, and then hands go down, the palms go down on the floor, okay. Now you can start off with your head all the way down on the mat. Okay, you want a wee bit of squeeze through the glutes, okay? And then what you're going to do is you just want to grow a wee bit longer, so you're coming up through the front of the spine, rolling up, and just being aware of the lower back. Okay? A wee bit more tightness around about there, and then we're just rolling back down, okay? The forehead goes down. Okay? You're doing, so you want to grow. This is just isn't a straight upward movement, it's an out and up, and then back down. And obviously you can come up higher if you want, but these are just nice exercises to start to contract the shoulder blade back and down. Because when we go too far and we're not ready for it, what actually happens is other muscles compensate. Then we can do T-shaped exercises, so you can keep your head down, and then you can add a bit of rotation in. So for that rotation, is you're just going to come up, you're just going to lift it, and then other side. You start off here, and then your arms go down. Okay, this might be who you are on it. Okay, remember this is permission-based exercising. This is about you being true to yourself. And then obviously, the more advanced you become, you can take both your hands up off the floor, rise up, and then you just rotate. It might feel quite uncomfortable to start with, to work on the legs, because you're obviously always holding over your bones, trees. These are really great. And another really good one for the shoulder blades is you've got to put, I always do this in my classes too, this thing, it's such a fantastic exercise, is that you place one palm on the back of the other hand, then the forehead goes down, and then all you want to do to start with is you want to just drop your shoulder blades back and down. It just feels like a wee piddly type exercise, but this is about engagement. And to do great big lifts with your weights, you need to be able to engage these. If you can't engage at the bottom, nothing's going to happen. I am speaking from experience. And so you just drop the shoulder blades down, and once you've done that, you can add a wee bit of exercise on. So you drop the shoulder blades down, and you bring the elbow up to the elbow back, drop the shoulder blades down. Okay, so just relax back, then again, engage the shoulder blades, elbows up, back you come, and then relax them. So every time you go and do this exercise, you have to engage the bottom of the shoulder blade into its back pocket. And if you don't know what that feels like, it's probably because it's so tight round about your shoulder girdle, so you need to do some mobility work. So I just drop them down, and then I would lift the elbows up, and then you can lift your head up. Take your head back, the elbows, and then shoulder blades. But when you're doing this exercise, the head stays on. And of course you don't have to do that, you don't have to lift your head off the mat. You can just keep your head down if it's too much for you. And the greatest thing about that exercise, because it's a short lever, is it's really good on the lower back. So if you've got lower back issues and shoulder issues, it's fantastic because you don't feel anything in your lower back. You're only coming up a tiny wee bit, but it's really about learning how to lock the shoulder blade down into its pocket, because this is starting to occur in the posture and we can see it in everybody. But if we want a nice strong posture where we're standing upright and we're good, then it's good to have nice shoulders, because one of the exercises, you know, is you want to be able to even touch like this, okay? And just be doing exercises like this, you're getting that mobility back in, okay? It doesn't matter if you can't do that, but that's just been due. The only reason I'm showing you is because it's just tightness. That's all it is. It's just tightness. It just shows you, it's a test to see how tight your shoulders are. It's a well-known test. You can see it everywhere, but you can test your shoulders. So what you could do is you could have a wee test at the start. Okay, you probably wouldn't be able to, mine wouldn't probably touch either. Do that groupy exercises, okay, and then try the test at the end. I'm telling you, it makes a big difference, all right? So, just before I head off, tip, 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 okay? You do the test, and that's why I didn't show you at the beginning, but if you do the test and it's still a bit tighter, you know the win-win? The win is that you actually did some shoulder work, did some shoulder mobility. That's a great one. So whatever you do today, own it, it's a win, okay? It's a win. And you did it. All right, so thank you so much for joining me. I'm going up to the gym now, actually, to do some training because I'm all warmed up now. I've shared my little shoulder mobility class with you, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll be back tomorrow with probably another bit of mobility work, probably at hips and lower back. Right, so I look forward to seeing you then. I don't know what time I'll be on it, but I am going to schedule classes as well, so that you know what I'm on, when I'm on, and this is just a wee bit of a beta test just to let you know that I will be on, and I will schedule them and know exactly what I'm going to do. So alright, I'll have a wee workout for you. So, finish this wee broadcast. Thanks so much for joining me.